There's a pastor in Arizona named Steven Anderson, and we've done segments on him before. In the past, we've dubbed him Hitler Pastor. You're about to get a good sense why we call him that. He has some thoughts here on the Orlando terror attack. Let's watch and then we'll discuss.
Pastor Steven Anderson here from Faithful Word Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona. And I just wanted to record a quick video about the news this morning about the shooting in Orlando. I guess a Muslim terrorist went into a gay bar and shot him up, and there's 50 sodomites, homosexuals that have been killed, and another 50 some odd injured. And then the Muslim guy himself was shot by the police, it sounds like. And here's the good news and the bad news about this. You know, the good news is that there's 50 less pedophiles in this world because, you know, these homosexuals are a bunch of disgusting perverts and pedophiles. That's who was a victim here, are a bunch of just disgusting homosexuals at a gay bar, okay? But the bad news is that this is now going to be used, I'm sure, to push for gun control where, you know, law-abiding normal Americans are not going to be allowed to have guns for self-defense. And then I'm sure it's also going to be used to push an agenda against so-called hate speech.
Oh, okay. I have so much to say about this. Laws against hate speech. We live in the United States of America. We have the First Amendment. We have freedom of speech. There will be no laws against absolute maniacs and lunatics like you who basically advocate for violence on a daily basis. So you can thank your lucky stars for that. And you heard him say it. It wasn't me. It was him. He said, well, the good news about what happened, oh, there's good news. I didn't know that, is that there are 50 less, quote, perverts and pedophiles on the planet. That is quite literally being a terrorist sympathizer. I told you guys. I told you. And I was getting tweets, people giving me shit. Like, what do you mean? There are no Christian fundamentalists who support this kind of stuff. This is only the Muslims because that's the one really, really bad religion. This guy is living proof that the fundamentalists in the different religions are all like, rock and roll, fuck minorities, fuck gay people, yes, kill them. Am I masking my excitement well enough? No, I'm not. Okay, let me reel it in a little bit. Well, there's good news and bad news. And then he goes, the gun laws, bad news are the gun laws. That's what's going to happen. No, you know what these gun laws would do? They would prevent guys like this terrorist, like this maniac, a guy who beat his wife, was bipolar, and had outbursts at work where he spoke about killing people. It would prevent guys like him from getting weapons. That's what it would be for. But of course, this guy seemingly is okay with that. He's okay with this guy having weapons. He's literally sympathizing with a massacre of 50 gay people. And it's so sad I even have to bring this up, but no, you made up that they are pedophiles. Of course they're not pedophiles. And by the way, if people were pedophiles, you still need to have a fucking trial and go through due process because this is what civilized modern people do. Oh, you committed a crime. Will you get your day in court because we're better than you are? You're the criminal. We're the good guys. Here's your day in court. And then we'll see if you're found guilty. And then you get locked up. But this guy's like, hey, pedophiles, fuck it. Massacre, shoot everybody. And let me just make up that gay people are akin to pedophiles, which is not true. All right, he's not done. It's actually going to get worse.
I've never advocated for violence. I don't believe in, taking the law into our own hands. I would never go in and shoot up a gay bar, so-called. I don't believe it's right for us to just be a vigilante. We're supposed to obey the law of the land and obey the powers that be. So I would never take things into my own hands or become a vigilante. But I will say this, the Bible says that homosexuals should be put to death in Leviticus 20:13. Obviously, it's not right for somebody to just, shoot up the place because that's not going through the proper channels. But these people all should have been killed anyway, but they should have been killed through the proper channels, as in they should have been executed by a righteous government that would have, tried them, convicted them, and saw them executed.
Oh, so they should have just been killed by a righteous government. So, say, Saudi Arabia. Well, that's where they do it. That's where they kill gay people. You know they also have beheadings in the public square, right? Well, we should do that, right? Why not? Of course, I'm a civilized person. I don't support vigilante justice. I don't want you going around shooting gay people, massacring them in the club. That's a little too much. What we need to do is we need to have a righteous government that executes them. And he says all of them. Okay, understand. There's only one thing on the planet that can make somebody advocate such an odious and cretinous position with such certitude. He drank the Kool-Aid and was brainwashed with fundamentalist religion. And it's the same, man. Omar himself, the guy who did the shooting, he unquestionably was also brainwashed with this, poisonous, destructive fundamentalist Islam. In this case, it's fundamentalist Christianity. Where that's as deep as their reasoning goes. Ask him. No, it's because in Leviticus, I could quote you the exact part of Leviticus, it says gay people should be killed. Who the fuck am I to question God? It's God. God created me. God created the earth. This is God's holy law. Who the fuck am I to question it? What are you, crazy? See, they look at you like you're crazy. When you say, whoa, kill gay people, what the fuck is wrong with you? They go, what, are you stupid? I just told you, God, Yahweh, Jesus. It says in the Bible, kill them. Again, speak to Omar. I'm sure he would have told you. His dad said it. In fact, we have the fucking quote. His dad, who raised him, said, God himself will punish homosexuality. Gee, I wonder where Omar got that hate from. His dad also swore allegiance to the Taliban. I wonder where Omar got this sense of that being gay is wrong and I must kill gay people. Now, on top of that, his wife says he was bipolar, so there's also an element of just being a crazy person. But there's no denying that without that framework there, why did he pick a gay bar to massacre people? Because these people are taught, hey, you believe the fucking holy book, you believe the Quran, or you believe the Hadith, or you believe the Bible, and shut the fuck up, don't question it, that's God, you're nothing in the face of God, what that says is literally true. Well, it's about fucking time that people started standing up and saying, hey, dipshit, you are wrong, what you believe is not correct. How many times have we brought this up? That if these idiots were born in a different context, in a different culture, what would they be saying? Well, what do you mean? The Bhagavad Gita is literally true. What are you talking about? If they're born in a Mormon context, they'd be like, magic underwear, rock on, of course, that's literally correct. If they were born into Scientology, they'd be talking about fucking Xenu. Is Xenu Scientology? I don't even know at this point. There's all the religious bullshit is, meshed around in my head here, but they would believe that things are literally true. If you're born in ancient Rome, you believe in the Roman gods. Ancient Greece, the Greek gods. If you're born in the Amazon, you'd believe in tribal gods. If you're born in some context, it's paganism. There are over 4,000 religions on the planet today. So you just think you're that fucking special. I'm so special that my mommy and daddy brainwashed me into the one true religion. Simply by mathematical probability, you look at it, and you're not the one that's right out of 4,000. You know what's overwhelmingly likely? All of you are wrong. In fact, we almost know that all of you are wrong because virtually all the religions, or at least all the ones, I should be fair here and say all the ones that I know about, make unscientific, factually incorrect claims. Maybe there are some that exist that make claims that are true that I don't know about, but if that's the case, I'm ignorant on those. But judging by a decent sample size on the religions we do know, they make factually incorrect claims. So what they believe, it's not true. Omar with his fundamentalist Islam, if you really believe what's in the fucking books, semen comes from your backbone. Well, science has proved that that is not the fucking case. Muhammad did not fly to heaven on a fucking donkey. He did not split the moon in two. This is not accurate. This is not true. In the Bible, there are parts that allude to the earth being flat. That is not true. The earth is not flat. There are seven-headed dragons in the Bible. There's all types of mythical nonsense. A guy who lived to the age of 900 got every animal on a boat when there was a flood that flooded the world, and he saved humanity because he was able to get male, female of every single animal in existence. How many hundreds of thousands or millions of different animals? He had a male mosquito and a female mosquito. Don't ask me how, but they didn't get lost. and they somehow reproduced. Somehow the climate for the polar bears, which is fucking freezing, it was the same as the climate for the tigers, which is fucking super hot. He found a way to get a freezer there in the year -87. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. It's so obviously preposterous. Did you know that in the Noah's Ark story, it's not even possible to build an ark with the dimensions that they had? Because the wood was unable to sustain it. It would just snap. You can't build an ark as big as they built it. On that fucking little minuscule part alone. Never mind the fact that this jackass somehow got kangaroos from Australia and they're only in Australia, and other animals from other parts of the world thousands of miles away. On these things alone, that's it. Your Bible's not fucking true. It's dead wrong. Quran, same thing, full of unscientific horseshit. I don't respect these beliefs. I don't respect your beliefs. Now, if you're a religious person, and you're a religious person in the same sense that people, you know, have an ethnic background or a nationalistic identity, okay, I'm an American. Oh, great, wonderful. Now, does that change anything about your identity? No. Hey, I'm just American. Hey, I'm a Christian. Hey, I'm a Muslim. But you're not literally if you're not a literalist where you pick up the holy books, you're like, let me read all the shitty parts and believe it. Well, I have no beef with you. I'm not blaming all Muslims. I'm not blaming all Christians. What I am saying is the fundamentalists who believe it literally, you are wrong, and you are a poisonous, grotesque, immoral addition to this planet, and you don't understand the harm that you're doing, because when you remove the veil of this kind of religious brainwashing, at the end of the day, what are you doing? All you're doing is spreading pain and hurt and suffering and being against normal people who didn't hurt anybody. These are just 50 gay people with another 53 wounded, by the way, on top of that. They're just enjoying their life, out there having a drink, relaxing, mingling, and you just fucking massacred them and slaughtered them. Why? Because you happen to believe something that has about as much validity and is as much real as Narnia and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's pathetic, that's immoral, and we need to remove this veil of irrationality, because if we don't, there's going to be a lot more of this disastrous stuff moving forward, and all rational people don't want that.